They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like there's always something that happens in the Big 12 when somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Grab near the marker. It's Bellamy. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw it back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding that.
Lewis to throw. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success...
Turning it on! Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The throw to the outside is complete. At the 35, he's loose. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Here's the give off the left side. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Lewis wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Quarterback keeper slithers into space. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. The RPO fired complete to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Oh, worked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Back to pass, it's Boley. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Handoff to the single back. Breaks into the open. Pass attack. Touchdown, Florida. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by a field goal over East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Bellamy. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Lewis to throw. Oh, they're after him. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the misconnection on third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Finds his big tight end. Ripping through the defense. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bowman. He wants to go deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. With the catch, it's Brown. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Fires to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Quick release by the QB.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Just keep slinging it. Unleashes one deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. They're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. 1st down.
Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making it play.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
he got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Dropping back, it's Bolden. Makes the catch, it's Hawkins. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. He's looking to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
You know, on a third and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Bellamy. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to their line of scrimmage, and that might open up some big plays down the field.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are...
There he goes. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. And the Buffaloes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Buffaloes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. This is a designed run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw. It's Boley. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Finds his big tight end. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bellamy. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Boley. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the big fella. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball.
Turning it on! Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gator! They take the lead with the 6.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Little is more infuriating or frustrating than a red zone turnover. That's what happened the last time they had it. Now a chance to atone. Got the first down and more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option. They didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys. And we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Lewis wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fakes the grab. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. He's now over 150 yards on the ground and starting to put Emmitt Smith's single-game rushing record in sight.
Just feed the big fella. I mean, when you make plays and when you break tackles and you can keep the ball going on the ground and getting me first downs, I'm going to continue to feature them. If I'm the orange, if I'm the blue, it's not hard. Find that guy, give him the ball.
They're going to ride this running back. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
This This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, to Gibb, looking for room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Boley. That's caught, it's Brown. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. And the Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Scanning the field, it's Boley. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by a field goal over East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Lewis to throw. Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got his man, makes the grab. Touchdown, Buffs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Rides the back and leaves it. Got enough for the first. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Boley. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. There he goes. They've got enough for the 1st down. They're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He breaks a tackle. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Boley. Here's the pressure. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gator! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's complete on the right side. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression.
Turning it on! And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Man, what a great break on the ball, way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. It's a big play that we might circle back to later.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Back to throw, it's Boley. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Turns it on at midfield. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. He fires one deep over the middle. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, And I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. And I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.